Hi, Carlos. Same question as a year ago here. Have you been to some of the nightclubs since we saw you last in Roland-Garros?
This year it was more chill. Ibiza was more chill. It was fun, but honestly, I rest a lot there, physically and mentally. So, but I had fun. It was just three nights, 3 days. That I guess it was more than enough.
Because we saw in the documentary that you made that some of your team were maybe saying, was he being too active? Was he using too much energy in Ibiza last year? So did you try to be calmer this time because of that?
Not really. It was because this year it was like that. I think the group, or the group that we were there, it was more calm, it was more chill. But they knew that I was going to spend some energy there in Ibiza.
But Carlos, what was the craziest thing you did in that week off?
Well, not really. I just went to bed so late. That's the craziest thing. I mean, obviously I took some shots as well, but nothing more than that. So as I said, it was more chill, and as a normal person does.
Hey, Carlitos. This time last week, you were getting ready to play your final against Yannick. With time to think more about it, I'm curious, coming back from 3 championships points down is crazy, and everything that happened there is crazy. I know you expect to win, wherever you are in a match, but did you surprise yourself at all with what you achieved on that day?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I still, the phone, the media, everywhere is showing that a lot of videos from that match, from that moment, match point down, and I still watching it sometimes, and I still don't believe that I come back from that moment. So sometimes it's difficult to realize that I'm in this position. I won the French Open, watching the videos from the 40 love in that moment. So yeah, I still watching them, watching that videos, and still in shock sometimes.
And just on your holiday, even just on Twitter, you see all the videos, and some of them are very funny from Ibiza. I'm curious, is it ever difficult, like that people are always watching you, people are always taking videos? Like, does it ever get tiring? Have you ever had any bad experiences with that?
Well, not really. Yeah, there are some places that a lot of people were there. A lot of phones taking videos, but honestly, I don't mind. I think everybody knew at the beginning that I was going to go to Ibiza, and I don't care that the people were taking videos. It's the opposite. I mean, if they wanted to do that, for me it's okay. So when you're going to a public place, it is the thing that you have to get ready for that, and for me it's not bad at all.
Hi, Carlos. Just again on Ibiza, just after that amazing French Open, how important was it for you to go away and to relax? And is this now become a ritual for you before every Wimbledon to go to Ibiza, because it's worked so far, yeah?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's kind of the middle of the season. So after the clay season, I think it's really intense. The clay season. So I think after Roland-Garros, I think is the best moment to go anywhere. For my case, that my friends are going to Ibiza every year, so I go to Ibiza as well. But it's going. Doesn't matter the place you're going. It's time to turn off your mind a little bit, to refresh physically, mentally, and coming back to the grass season as good as I can. So for me, having that time after such a good clay season this year, but such a intense Roland-Garros, it was great to have my days to disconnect of everything, have fun. That for me is really important, and then coming back with more energy.
Can I just check? Did any of your team try to stop you going this year? Did they say don't go?
No. They didn't. They knew at the beginning that I was going to go 100%.
A similar question, really. But when you are away, do you think about what you've achieved, like over the past fortnight or 3 weeks at Roland-Garros, or do you completely switch off and turn off your mind from the tennis?
Well, tennis. The bad thing in tennis, sometimes you don't have to realize what you have done because it's pretty close everything, you know. But yeah, I've been talking with my friends sometimes. I've been watching the videos. I've been watching highlights from that match still. And yeah, when that moment comes, the love 40, I still in shock a little bit. You know that it's difficult to realize that I won at the end that match. So, but yeah, at some point I had to calm myself on that and then realize that I did it.
Carlos, that final with Yannick was certainly the biggest match you've played against him. It was watched by more people maybe than any match you've ever played, and it kind of cements the two of you at the top of the game, you know, in a kind of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic way. Who do you think is the next person to join you and Yannick at the top of the game? Who are you thinking about the most except Yannick?
Well, right now I know that there are a lot of people who are able to compete against everybody, against us, for sure. I don't know, some young players. I mean, Zverev is always there. I mean, obviously, he's been talking about himself, and everybody knew that he's struggling a little bit with his game. But he's one of those players who are able to win everything he can. So, but I don't know. I love some players that I've said before. I love watching Fields, for example. I think his potential is pretty high. Olga Rune, his potential is pretty high as well. But I don't know. They are already there. So I think it's about time to that they are gonna get closer and closer. But as I said, right now I think the beautiful of tennis is that we have a lot of players who are able to make great results, to play great tennis, and right now the draws are quite open.
Carlos, now that you've had a week to reflect on what happened last weekend, last year was your first at Roland-Garros. Now you won this match in such a dramatic fashion. Was last year still, would that be number one for you, or would this match, last weekend, become the most special?
Well, I don't know. It was different situations. Last year was the first one. The first one is always, it's always there. It's always special. It's gonna be always in your heart. And yeah, this one, the second one. I mean, it was a lot of people told me that it was the best final they have ever seen. And for me, it's big words, you know, that I'm receiving. So it's great. So both are really special. So I can't choose which one is the first one and the second one. So I'm gonna put, you know, the both in the first spot.
Hi, Carlos. So the group of friends that you go on holiday with, we saw Sergio Reguilon was there. So how many of them are there kind of some that are, you know, these kind of more famous friends, and then are some of them just friends that you've had since you were a kid?
Sorry, say again?
And then are some of them friends that you've had all your life, and then are some of these more famous friends that you've made more recently?
But what's the question? I mean,
sorry, who are the friends that you go on holiday with? Are they people that you've known all your life, or?
I mean, that's. I just went with Sergio Reguilon. He was the only famous friend that I went to Ibiza, and then the rest. It he was a friend of mine, friend of Kim. So it was we were a really big group there. So it was kind of mixed groups, my group, his group, and I think was a great mix. But the only famous was Sergio.